Hello, our dear friends, the ones that we've met 3 years ago during your convention in Seattle, and the ones that I hope to meet physically one day. Greetings from a tiny country, Lithuania, that has less than 3 million people, but plenty of lakes, forests, rivers, the most beautiful white sand dunes at the Baltic Sea coast that you can see in my background right now, where me and my husband live. And warmest greetings from my husband Algirdas, who unfortunately couldn't join me for this video, but his heart is with you as well. This year, me and my husband Algirdas celebrated 27 years wedding anniversary. And what's beautiful about that most of these years we spent together with Neolife. My husband used to be, and still is, an entrepreneur, and I always was his right hand. So, few centuries ago, you used to have Wild West era, and approximately 2 decades ago, we have had Wild East era. One of our businesses collapsed, and we were totally broke and lost all our money. Actually, it was even worse. We lost money we borrowed too. So we were below the ground. And we understood one more thing, that if we will find good jobs, the rest of our lives would not be enough to pay our debts. That's why we needed another type of income. And God was so gracious and sent to us one friend who asked us maybe we are interested into international business. You know, when my husband hears the word business, his ears suddenly become double size. The word international sounded even more attractive. We were introduced with Neolife by 2 foreigners that didn't look very trustful, but our need and our pain was bigger than our fears. So we started, but not the way a common distributor usually starts. Because Neolife wasn't in Lithuania 24 years ago, we had to start in another country that is 8 hours drive from us. It took us 9 years in order to be able to do this business in our country. And you know what? Last month, Neolife celebrated 15 years in Lithuania. How these 15 years passed by? I was never able to imagine that this business that we started only to pay our debts in the beginning will change our lives for better so dramatically. Of course, we paid our debts first. Then I had a dream to be able to use all Neolife products, as many as I want. And after a while, we started to earn enough to take all needed supplements. As a result, I got rid of some health issues and my husband as well. It's probably not a big deal to buy a house today, but to buy it without a loan, this was my next goal. Now we have 2 houses and one of them is built with Neolife bonuses only. We drive nice cars, we visited so many countries and stayed in the most luxurious hotels. We had to, because Neolife brought us there. One year, we visited 12 different countries because of Neolife, like South Africa, Hawaii, Dubai, Italy, Spain, France, Austria, Sweden, United Kingdom, Finland, Greece with its wonderful islands, Slovenia, San Francisco. We spent special time in our founder's Jerry Braspel's winery, an exceptional experience in his Silverado yacht in Alaska. I wasn't able even to dream so big, but Neolife expanded my mind my heart, and my limits. I knew that this business is international, but couldn't imagine that our team will expand to 20 different countries. And we've never been to some of them. This proves the saying that it's not important whom you know, but your team members. This also proves that you don't need to know the whole world. You can build huge business with 10, 20, or 30 people you know, and then help those people to build their team with the people they know. We build one diamond director business with 99.9% of Lithuanian-speaking community from different countries. It's calculated that there are approximately 4.2 million Lithuanians living in the world. Listen, folks, how big your business can be with the English-speaking global community. Unlimited, as big as you can imagine. When we visited your convention in 2018 in Seattle, we were 5 Ruby directors. During this past 3-year period, we developed 3 new president team members in our downline. In the beginning of 2021, we became 1 diamond directors. Actually, we made our step during the toughest time, in the middle of the total lockdown in our country. The whole country and all cities were closed for many months, and a majority of us were able to meet only online. Actually, the big growth started already from March 2020, during the first lockdown. Why we had such good growth in such a hard time? First, we reorganized our events in order to continue communication with our team members. They are the most important, and we wanted to bring them peace and assurance that everything will be all right. Because we used to have regular physical meetings in various cities and train people to develop a habit to participate at them. It wasn't very difficult to move all of these events into one big online event. Until this day, we have Zoom events every week. We have 2 health-related events, 1 business-related event, and 1 distributors rally event every month. I believe that overall success of Lithuania as such a small market is related with 2 major aspects. Number 1, very good events that distributors are not afraid to invite their guests. The responsible leader spends enough time to find out an interesting and attractive topic that could be used as a hook for new prospects to get interested. It can be something about allergies in springtime, immunity in wintertime, cleaning in springtime, or why is it important to have at least 2 sources of income? So we talk about one or another problem in common during guest event. Then we show Neolife as possible solution. And the most important part is people's stories. Because facts tell, but stories sell. And smart people make smart posts on Facebook to get their prospects interested in that event. That's why often we have more than 500 participants at our Zoom events with many guests that distributors have to follow up properly. And every president team and whole team member do their own team trainings, and me and my husband, we do additional leadership training for all our presidents and whole team members. During team trainings, we all teach our people how to tell their stories, how to get acquainted with a stranger, how to get to know their needs, how to invite, how it's important to call your prospect after the event and ask them, what did you like the most? What made you interested? Distributors show their genuine interest into their prospect. Not often new people start right away. Lithuanians are very slow in making decisions. So very often we have to follow them, go extra mile, become friends, and when they start trusting us, they join. Many Lithuanians are very shy people and have little faith in themselves and have different types of fears. They are afraid to talk with strangers. But during our team trainings, we teach them how all people love to talk about three things: themselves, their joys, and their problems. And majority of people have some kind of need. So our job is to be good listeners and learn how to ask proper questions. During our trainings, team members can practice in small groups where they feel safe. They get more self-confidence and little by little overcome their fears. I am so happy we have 3 president team members that we meet every month and make plans together, dividing the responsibilities with our general events. We pick up the important topics for these events. We decide how we want to see certain events, what kind of, how many. And every summer, we organize 3 days senior manager summer training. And we just came back from our latest summer camp last weekend from a beautiful venue place with more than 200 qualified senior managers and above. You know what? People didn't want to leave. They were crying, holding each other. How good it was. And the topic of this year's summer camp was how to be qualified director and why is it important to be one. We shared knowledge about the company, products, compensation plan. We listened a lot of life-changing stories. We worked in groups, got to know members from other teams. And the funniest part of our summer camp is our united dance. It's a tradition that every year a dance teacher teaches us a new united dance that later becomes our Neolife family dance of a year. When people come back from these summer camps, they start to work with new energy, new motivation. Many of them, they find their why. Suddenly they know what and how to tell their friends about better health and better wealth. When our friends and acquaintances see our genuine interest in them, they join. This is the secret of growing team. I'll tell you another secret. The main thing you have to do in Neolife is to become a qualified director if you are not yet. Work hard together with your upline in order to become a director. Then have a goal to be qualified every month, no matter what. Your growing team, people stories, and bonuses will keep you motivated. Then have a goal to help someone in your team to become a director and be always qualified. And be qualified director yourself, always. And then help someone else from your team to reach their goal, to change their lives for better. This way, your growth is guaranteed. My dear friends, this past year showed so clearly that health should be our number one priority. Our results in growth, and I believe yours as well, proved that many people made it number one priority. And Neolife products could help so many people to stay healthy or to recover from their health issues. I want to stay in this business as long as I can by showing the way, by educating, and by helping as many people as I can to stay healthy. And by seeing how many small businesses collapsed during this past year, I want to be with Neolife and show those people that maybe this business is God's given manna for them. Now we can use virtual technologies to reach several times more people from all over the world through online events. It's incredibly effective. This opportunity was always available, but it has gained strength at this specific time. Take this time and this business as a mission and know clearly why you are doing what you are doing. May God bless you in all your ways, while you be helping people around you to live a healthier and happier lives.